recording. All right, ladies, this is June the 24th at 6:30, and we are going to be looking at the online exclusives that are coming into being on July the 1st. So that is the first time you can order those. Tonight is a very informal presentation. Feel free to make comments, ask questions, whatever. It's very informal, so don't hesitate to voice an opinion or ask a question, okay? So the first thing I'm going to do is go through the stamps and the bundles. Then we'll look at some accessories. And then the last thing we'll look at the designer paper. Okay. So the first one is called Holly Jolly. And as you can see, there are a few images and more mix and match verses. And there is a die set that goes with them. So you can see the stamped images here, but they're also stamped here because they are die cuts. It has two rectangles. One of them is stitched. Can you see that? Then it's a hybrid. So it has a folder, an embossing folder, that semi cuts out the holly. It doesn't cut the holly out all the way. I really wish it had. That would have been totally awesome. We could have really used those. But I think if you're very careful, you can snip those little pieces that are holding it into the big piece, and probably will be doing that. Now I'm going to see how that works. I haven't tried it out yet, but I'm going to see how that works. I think we might still have some fun with it. All right, the next one is called Bauble Balloons. This is the stamp set, and of course, it has dies that go with it. We got a little bit of interference in the background. If you think you've got like a TV or a radio on, might ask you to go on mute or turn it off so it doesn't interfere with the recording. Thank you. All right, so these are the dies now. This is a two-step stamp. So as you can see, here's the outline and here's the overlay, and those fit in the bubble, the ornament. And then you have the die that cuts out the ornament. You've got a couple of tops that go on there, and then some green leaves that you can decorate that with. All right. Then the next one is called Artistic Leaves. This one is a two-step stamp also. So this one will fit over this one, and you'll be able to get the different colors with the same image. So that could be fun. I am going to do this for the August Stamp and Go, so the second Tuesday in August. This will be the featured stamp set in that class. So you might want to tune in and see how this works. This one down here is also a two-step. It's a little bit less uh, it's simpler. It's a simpler image there. This says, "Hello, sweet friend. Grateful for you. Celebrate today." And then it's got some little dots, which will be fun. That one does not have a punch or a die set. Now, this one is kind of cute. It's called Just a Note. And the verbiage says, "You've got this, best ever, just a note, and happy back to school." And then it's got the little lines for a notebook. And here are the dies that go with it. So you've got your paper, your, what do they call that? It's a clam clip or something. And then this is like a paper clip with the little heart, as well as regular paper clips. And you've got the big clip down here, and then some little images. Then, oh, that was just the stamped images. So that one's called Just a Note. If you need the the item numbers for any of these as I go, just let me know. Now this one is a totally awesome stamp set and die set. It is one of my favorites. It's called Charming Day. It's got some of our regular verses, and then it's got a hey in there. I don't think I've seen that too frequently in our stamp sets. This one says, "Can't wait to see you again soon." And you made my day. Now, you have dies that cut out the major images there, and then you've got these dies, and these are absolutely stunning. There is a set of designer paper I'll show you after a while that is beautiful. Let me show you where the July Card Club is going to feature this one. So let me show you the cards that we're going to be doing in the July Club. Here's number, whoops, upside down. Here's number one. This is number two. And you can see how those die cuts are absolutely stunning. And then number three. You can see some of the designer paper there too. These are all die cuts right here. It is a beautiful set. Then this one is called Party Celebrations. Has no dies or punches with it, so it's simply you can use it for every day, like birthday, and then you've got like Thanksgiving and Halloween here, some fall stuff, and then Jingle Bell, or you could use this as a Christmas gift also. So, and this is pretty interesting. So that might be a nice little accent when you're doing a card front or something. But no dies, no punches for this one. Then this one is called the Jar of Joy. So this is a two-step stamp here that will fit in your jar. And yes, this is designed to coordinate with the punch that we already have. So you can like stamp this in one color and then the outline here in a different color. You've got, so this can be like a filled jar. Then you've got a snowman, so you could pop that in there and we could do a shaker card with that. And then we have the hanging, so we could hang these from the lid and put some, oh, I could see sequins of sparklies in there too. So that could be kind of a shaker card too. They have a little neck scarf here and a hat band that will go over your snowman and a little bow there. Okay, I think that's about it for that one. This one is really I love images like this. They are so neat. So this one says, I've got that covered up, don't I? I can't tell you what that says. And I can't figure. Let's see. I don't know if I've got that in this card or not. The rest of them say, "You're not alone. I'm here for you." Oh, this one's something about life is just hard. Sometimes life is just hard. So very sorry. My shoulder is yours, and sending the healing power of love. Now, this one is going to be the Stamp and Go for July. So the second Tuesday in July, we're doing that Stamp and Go, and then we are also having a class, and I believe this is, oh, no, I got these all mixed up. I see. So the class is going to be at August the 3rd. Lee Barsati is hosting it, and these are her cards. So here's one, here's two, here's that set, that verse. Sometimes life is just hard. And then number 3. Okay. All righty. And then we have one that's called Rustic Centerpiece. So let me hold this up close so you can see that. So you've got a succulent thing going here. This is a sunflower, so I'm seeing that in August and September. And then you've got a Christmassy looking one here. We are having a class. Candy is hosting that one on August the 2nd. And these are her cards. Here's one, thinking of you, 2, and 3. Okay.
That's a cute set. That's
It
cute.
is a cute set. It's kind of nice that it covers several seasons. I thought that was nice. All right. This one is called Label Me Grateful. You are so appreciated. You're the best. Thank you. A little kindness makes a big difference. So grateful for that heart of yours. And these are the dies that go with it. Oh, those are just the verses. We are having a class in August. I believe it's the last of August. I don't have the cards designed yet, but there will be a class using this one called Label Me Grateful. Then this one is called Tractor and Company, and it has a gazillion dies. So this one's Season's Greetings, thinking of you. It's your birthday, and hey, Hay. And these are the dots that go with it, or the dies that go with it. So this is a compilation of several dies that you can put together to make this 3D tractor. And then it has a little wagon with some more dies that make that up. And then several other things that will go in the wagon there. It says a haystack and your corn and another tree down here that can go up there too. We
How
are
much
having a,
is, oh,
go
I'm
ahead.
sorry. How much is that bundle, Sandy?
The bundle is 53.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. If you need the number for that, it's 166116.
Thank you.
You're welcome. We are having a class with this one, and it is in August, but I do not have the cards done for that. They'll be coming shortly, though. This one is real pretty. I like this one a lot too. It's called Perfectly Pairs. Congratulations. Hello. A good friend is a gift. Thank you and friend. And of course, it's the two-step stamp. So you have the outline and then the images of the coloring image that goes in there. And you have the flowers and some stems and leaves. Here are, so the dies cut these out. And then these dies also with it. This is going to be a nice one for accent pieces. I think that's going to be great. And these little flowers can also be attached to your little branch here. And you'll see I've used this in several other images for upcoming classes. It's a very useful image. Now, we are having a class in August, and we're also, this is going to be the subject of the August Card Club. So if you're interested in which sets to purchase and use in the clubs and the S&G, you might keep that in mind. All right, this one is a stamp set only. It's called Long Time No See. It's one of those that has the built-in extension, so to speak. So you've got birthday, Christmas, sorry I'm a little behind, and long time no see, which is the name of the set. We are having a class on that. Corey Smith is hosting that on July the 27th. So here is number one,
Mhm.
number two,
Cute.
and this one, which the llama now comes out of the tree trunk. All
Andy, can
right.
you give the numbers for that, please?
Item number for this,
Yes,
166189.
166189. Thank you.
That is right. Yeah, you got it. And the last bundle I have to show you is this one. It's called Spooky Halloween. And I'm thinking this could be, there is another Halloween oriented set. I did not get it. So you will see a couple other things when you log on after the first that you're not seeing here tonight. I didn't purchase everything, but I think there might be one more Halloween one. I'm not sure we're going to see any more Halloween in the holiday mini that's coming out. And the reason for that is by the time the catalog comes out, the mini comes out, and they run out of product, they don't have time to order it again for you to get it in time to use it for Halloween, because Halloween's the end of October. So I think the rationale is they're going to put the Halloween stuff in the July online exclusives. That way, you have a chance to purchase it, and then if you run out, they might be able to get some more in before time ends. Anyway, so here is the stamp set. These are the dies that go with it. And I absolutely, normally I don't buy Halloween, but I love the little house and the fence. So I'm a glutton for fences. I just love that little fence. Now we are having a class with this. Normally we don't have Halloween classes, but several of the ladies have asked about it. So I thought, okay, let's go ahead and have one, see how it goes. So here is number one, number two, and number three. Okay. So if you want a Halloween class, that will be our Halloween class this year. All right. Let's look at some accessories. Here is a ribbon. It's not actually a ribbon, it's a trim. It's a braid. It's petal pink. Let me get this off so you can see it a little bit better. See how thick that is? You will be able to use this on projects, or you can use it straight on cards. My guess is it is going to be way too thick to try to tie a ribbon on a card. It will just really get a little bit bulky. So just keep that in mind. I'm not sure when you look at it online that you'll be able to tell that. So just a word of caution there. Then we have this one is real pretty. This one is Mossy Meadow and it's got gold in there. Isn't that gorgeous? I can see us using this in Christmas cards with that gold in there. I think that'll be real pretty. It ties well too. You can see it's got a little knot there, but not any more than any of the other ribbons do. Then the last ribbon we have is this one. It's in freesia, and it's kind of like iridescent. Can you see that? Yeah, there you go. I said freesia. I'm sorry. This is petunia. I keep saying freesia for petunia here lately. So this is real soft. It's softer than the mossy meadow, and it's a little bit softer, so it makes it a little easier to tie even than the mossy. But it's real pretty and it is nice and tieable. Then got some fun. These are stars and they're glittery. There's white and the purple, which I think is petunia, and black. And they're glittery stars. Let me see. I'm trying to read this. And they don't tell us exactly what they call that purple one, but it's called a shimmer star foam sticker. They are adhesive on the back and they're a little puffy. They're not totally flat, but again, they're not like a pearl. They're not that thick. So we've got three sizes. We've got the large, the medium, and the small in all three colors. So you probably saw that I used those on these cards. Can you see those little stars on there? So they are puffy. You can see they kind of pop up a little bit. They're really cute. They really are very cute.
Very sparkly.
Then we have some beautiful sparkly dots. Now these are not a glittery sparkle. The sparkle is like inside them. So you've got the pretty I believe that's duckling. And these look like a garden to me. And this is a darker green, so probably sprucey. They're not labeling the colors. Maybe they do that online, but these are real pretty too. You've got just the two size sets for each of those. And then we have these are like cut sparkle. They're not sparkly like glittery sparkle. They're called charming shimmer faceted dots. And again, they're not putting the colors on here. That's too bad. I wish they would do that. Anyway, this looks like petal pink and petunia pop, and this is probably secret C. And believe it or not, what do you guys think the new in colors, there's 5 new in colors. What do you think has been the most popular color to sell so far?
Cloud.
Somebody venture.
Strawberry.
I would have, yep, I would have said that too, or even duckling or what's it?
Tiger.
The cloud, but timid, but the cloud cover
Timid
was
tiger.
not because we've had such a hassle with the ink, but that was not it. The most sellable color was Secret C, and I just blew my mind. That was my least favorite. I'm not much on things that look like neutral colors and or really, really dark colors. It's not my thing. I like the little subtle colors and stuff like that. They told us that I think it was yesterday, and I'm going like, oh my gosh, I can't believe that. Anyway, I think that one is Secret C. That's what brought that to mind. Now we have we have packages of iridescent treat bags, and I'm going to hold this down and you can see they look clear and then they have different colors, yellow and petunia in there, maybe a little green. But when you look at them in regular light, they look relatively clear, but they're iridescent. And these are 7 by about 4, something like that. 4 by 7. Does it say down here? Yeah, oh, 4 by, well, they're calling it 6. Okay. I guess I was looking at the top of the bag, so 4 by 6s. Okay, there's 20 in there. Now, this is absolutely stunning. So it's a folder. It's one of the big ones. It's this big. Remember the big folders we're getting? Called Sunflower 3D. And look at that. Isn't that amazing? Yeah, I love that. You almost you almost don't want to do anything with it, you just want to put that on the front of the card and let it go. That is just beautiful. All right, ladies, we are ready for the designer paper. This one, we have 4. This one is called Need for Tweed, and it only has the 4 different front and backs. But then you have, I think it's 3 of each of them. So you have more of a single design than you normally do. But it is 12 by 12. Okay, it's 12 by 12. So you can see they have taken tweeds and blown them up so that you have the different colors. This looks so Christmassy to me. I tried to use it in a card, but I thought, no, it just looks too much like Christmas. All right, so that is Need for Tweed. And this is the one that goes with the spooky Halloween. It's called Spooky Sweets. Now I'm just going to show you the full sheets on this one because you can't really tell otherwise what it looks like. So these can obviously be cut, or you can use them for full page scrapbooking, or you can cut these and make separate like photo holders or stuff like that. This could be cut as a strip on your scrapbook. And then this is the back side of that. This is petunia. It's not showing well on this light, but it is a beautiful color. I'm trying to see if I can get it in the light. I'm going to quickly put it up there and watch it when it first comes in. There you go. It changes color after it sits there for a minute, but if you just look at it when it first comes in, that's what it looks like. All right, this one. I thought this one was really cute. Like I say, I'm not much on the gray backgrounds, but this one I did like. It's got your little candies in there that you will be getting on Halloween. And then the back side looks like this. It's got a little tiny bit of like timid tiger in there. Not a whole lot, but you can see it. And it's looking blacker than, it's got a little bit more of a dark gray than a total black. All right, then you've got your windows here. And the back of that is white with little streaks of orange in there. Then this one is the cut apart. So you can use these for tags. You can cut all those apart. And then this is the back. This is gray. This is like a smoky gray. Then you can't. Did somebody have a question or comment?
I was just laughing at this.
This one? Yeah. So these are cut outable, so you could cut those out and use those as images. And this is the back side of that. This is pretty. I like this. And then these are die cuts. So it's not a sheet of paper. They are die cuts. They are not sticky on the back, so they're not stickers. So you can, overlay this on your pot there. You've got brooms and candy, little peoples. Well, they're animals. And then you've got trees. So you do have things that can be punched out to use for cards or scrapbook accessories. And there is no back on that since it was not a piece of designer paper. All right, we've got 2 more, and they are gorgeous. Absolutely stunning. So this one is Painterly Pears. It goes with the perfect pears that we have, that new set. And this is the single side of that. I'm thinking this light is just not doing me justice. It's a little bit more yellow in there than you're seeing. Not a whole lot, but just a little bit more.
Sandy,
And
what
this
yellow is that? Is that
duckling, I believe this is duckling.
duckling? Okay,
Uh-huh.
thank you.
And this is the back side of that. And then here's the next sheet. Now these probably are die cuttable. They look very much like they would be able to cut those out with your die cuts. Here's the back side. Then look at this. Isn't that pretty? Of course, it's got your secret C in the back, so I'm thinking like, how can that be one of my favorites? But it is. I do like it a lot. And this is the back side, so that is duckling too. This one's real pretty. I like that. And the back side is secret C. Looks like the hatch marks are probably duckling. No, can you see that? So I think this is secret C with a duckling crosshatch in it. And then these are your pairs again, and this is the back side of that. This is real pretty. Just like Mossy Meadow. That's a real nice design for cards. And then this is your whole sheet. So you can cut these into pieces and use them on cards. And then this is the back side of that. This is Petal Pink. All right, I've got one last one to show you. Okay, this one is called Floral Charm, and it goes along with Charming Day. Here is one sheet and the back side of that. So this is Petunia. I really like that back beige for this. Normally, I don't like the beige for background, but I do like it with this. This one has kind of a fall look, doesn't it, with the little leaves in there. This is the back side. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Ah, it's doing the color. This is Timid Tiger. So let me bring it back real quick. There you go. You can see it before it changes. Oh, it's kind of holding there so you can see it now. Look at this. Isn't this gorgeous? That is just stunning. And then you've got the back side, which is peacock. Oh, that's showing well there. The peacock is showing well. And this is showing well. I'm going to leave it lay for a second so you can see that. That's showing almost true to life color there. And then you've got the blackberry on the back of that. This is probably my favorite. I love this piece. That's why we used it in the club there. And then the back side, which it's too light to be secret C. Let's see. It's Night of Navy. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that's Night of Navy is here. It was too light for secret C, but it wasn't dusty enough for Misty Moonlight. And then this is your last sheet. And the back of that, which is Mossy Meadow. Not a whole lot of, it's just kind of a shading back there. And that is it. Like I say, there are a couple other products that are available. You know, when you go to look at them online on the first, you will see a couple others that I didn't get. I may get them in the future, but I do have a budget sometimes, so I had to stick to that. Does anybody have any questions? All right. Anybody have any comments?
No, thank you, Sandy. I appreciate getting a head start, a heads up on this
Well,
stuff.
good. Does anybody need me to send them the video? You didn't see all of it, but you wanted to see what maybe you missed. Anybody need a video sent?
I do.
Oh, wait a minute. Just tell me your name, okay?
Joyce Harkins.
Oh, okay, Joyce. Good. I could hear
came in
voice. That's fine. Anybody else?
Me, Rose.
Rose? Okay.
Yep. I can show it to Jenny. She's my new card diva that I created.
Ah, good. Wonderful. She should have signed up to join
Well,
us
she
tonight.
still has to go back to school. She's a counselor and she still has to be in school for so
Gotcha.
many hours during the summers, but she comes over on Friday evenings.
Awesome, wonderful. Well, yeah, absolutely. I'll send it to you. Awesome. Well,
Hey,
ladies,
Sandy, it's Wendy. Can you send it to me also? Because I missed the very beginning.
will do. Got it.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Sandy, this is Peggy. Do you have the number for the Charming Day stamp and die?
I do. Hang on one second.
It's when I go online, or sometimes I look, it's hard to find them.
I understand totally. All right. So, Charming Day so the number for the bundle is 166136.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
All right. Thank you, Sandy. I appreciate you showing us.
Yeah, it was kind of fun, and we got over it in about 30 minutes, which was what I was hoping we could do because, I'm not showing you lots of samples and stuff, but I didn't have time to do a lot of samples, and the time was coming up, so I thought, well, let's just do this now, and you can see the products. We'll see samples later.
Right. Yeah. All right. Thank
Great,
you.
thank you.
Oh, you're very
Sandy.
welcome. We'll see you ladies soon. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thanks, Sandy.
Bye. Thanks, Sandy.
Thank you.
You're very welcome, ladies.